and welcome to my channel. So the most asked question that I get is, what is it that I do to get my Dyson curls to look like this? Also, how do I get it to last for up to 5 days? So in this video, I'm going to take you through my process of A, styling my hair, and B, how I get it to last for up to 5 days. It all actually starts in the shower. Everything that you're going to do in the shower and all the products that you're going to use, from your shampoo all the way to the last leave-in conditioner that you use, is going to affect how your curls are going to last. So let's get into it. This is my unstyled hair and this is out of the shower. I am going to go in with the products that I usually use. I'll show you. In the shower, I use the L'Oreal Color Protect range of the shampoo and the mask. One of the most important things when it comes to styling your hair, especially with heatless styling or like low heat styling, is that the kind of products you use in your routine is what's going to make or break your hold. I have been experimenting with a lot of products on my hair, and there are some products that are just meant to give you that shine. It's advertised to make your hair like glossy and shiny, and it coats your hair with silicone. Those are the products you need to stay away from, especially if you're trying to style your hair. After I'm out of the shower, I go in with the Redken Leave-In Bond treatment. I use this because I have 2 treatments on my hair, so I need whatever bond repair I can get. Also, this doubles as a heat protectant, which is great. The next product I go in with is a mousse. I use this one by Schwarzkopf, and this one is a Power 5. Most commonly asked questions I get about mousse and using mousse on your hair, that doesn't it make your hair not feel soft? Let me tell you, when I use these products that I'm using, my hair is as good as virgin hair, like as I've not done anything to it. It's soft, no stickiness, no tackiness, no hard crunchy feeling, none of that. You don't feel like you put anything in your hair. So like, go ahead and use it. I use it like this, running it throughout my hair. If you want more volume towards the roots, you can put it towards the roots. I have a lot of hair, so I'm going in once more just to coat the bottom. If you're going to do one step out of all of this, it should be the mousse. Mousse is what's going to give your hair hold. Low heat styling basically needs that support with the product. So if you've chosen Dyson, it's not to make your life easier, and it's mainly for the health of your hair. So you have to go extra mile. My hair is like only about 40% dry. I need to dry it a lot more. I've heard people say 80%, 90%. How do you know what that percentage is literally, right? So I have actually got so much hair that parts of my hair dry quicker and parts of it are like much more damp, and I can see the difference when I'm styling my hair. If it's absolutely dry, it's not going to hold the curl, okay? If it's a little too wet, it's not going to wrap around the barrel, and you're going to get that with practice. You need your hair to reach a point slightly damp so that when it is rolling around the barrel is when it starts getting dry, and by the time the whole routine is done, the wrapping, the heating and the cool shot, the entire hair should be dry. If you feel like your hair strand is not going to dry in that much, then you need to dry your hair further more before you start curling. So I have the Dyson Airwrap ID. Basically what the ID does is it has this AI technology. You have an app, you input your hair type and everything, and it kind of presets curling time, the heat time and the cool shot time for you. So in the previous models, you had to manually wrap your hair in the wand, and then you would hold it for a certain amount of time. You would count the seconds in your head, and then you would put the cool shot for a certain amount of seconds in your head, and then you would turn it off and you would take it out. So there were these multiple steps and you had to mentally clock in. What it does is it automates this whole thing for you according to your hair type. Though I input all the details in the app, I did not really enjoy the output that they gave. You can manually input the way you want to time your curl into the app, and it automatically runs it for you. So we're going to try and get my hair a lot more dry. I like to use this attachment for it. There are 2 hairdryer attachments. The other hairdryer attachment kind of like really messes up my hair. It's a faster way, but it's not neater, so I don't prefer that. And then I'm going to just blow dry my hair till I get it to a point I believe is going to be good for wrapping. One tip for you is, when you're blow drying your hair, don't go like from the bottom. What that does is it increases the frizz of your hair. If you go from the top like this, it dries your hair downward and it doesn't frizz it up. You need to focus on drying your roots first, because your roots need to be absolutely dry, by the way, in all of this. So when we are saying 80% dry, 90% dry, that's for the length of your hair. Your roots need to be 100% dry. Dried my hair a bit. It's like about 70% dry inside. If you can see, the fronts are like a lot more dry, but inside it's not dry properly. As you can tell, it's all very damp here. So I'm going to go in again and I'm going to dry those parts out. I'm quite happy with how dry it is. but I feel like there's so much frizz on top here. So I'm going to go in with the paddle brush attachment and like smooth out all these areas. I don't know if you can tell, but there is such a massive difference here. I'm sure you can tell. And look at this. So this step is damn important for me. My hair is all smoothened out. Now 95% dry, I would say. Also, if your hair gets a little too dry, don't worry. You can always dampen it again, strand by strand. Mine's fine right now, but as I will continue doing my hair, there will be parts that actually dry out. You can either use a normal spray bottle with water. I just had this lying around. It's the Heat Protect by BBlunt. And it just does the same job, but at the same time, it adds another layer of heat protection. If you have very fine hair, just use water because you don't want to load up on a lot of products. I'm going to section my hair. This is going to be my first strand that I'm going to curl. I'll keep taking out a small portion out of this. When you're doing this, get yourself a bottle of water because it gets a little dehydrating. Two Airwrap styling wands. One is the thicker barrel and one is the thinner barrel. This basically lets you get more closer to your roots so you can get your curl right from there. But that's not the look I'm going for, and this is like more tighter curls, and this gives you a more blowout kind of a look. Loose beachy waves. This gives you much longer wear. It does open out and it'll not be too tight eventually, but I prefer this one, so I'm going in with this one. There are these two arrows here, if you can see. Basically, the barrel can be adjusted to this side or this side. So if you're styling this side of your hair, you need to make sure this arrow is pointing outward like this, away from your face. So if I was doing this side, I would be taking it away from my face. So you get curls going outward, which looks much better than inward, and that's why we do this. I'm just going to turn on my and now I'm going to pull out my hair gently. I've seen a lot of people clip their hair. I don't really do it. That's my curl. Okay. And I'm just going to push it to the back. I do the heat styling part of it for like 20 seconds and the cool shot for 20 seconds. You can obviously experiment with this setting or figure out the one that works for you. This was a fail curl. I'm going to redo it. Why that happened was, if you noticed, I was like strand left over and I was trying to put it back into the barrel. Sometimes when you do that, it just gets frizzy. It's okay, it's not so bad, but it's not perfect, and I just wanted to show you that that could happen. And if that happens, your hair's already dry at this point. So I'm just going to go in with my heat protection and just very little. I don't want it to be too wet again. There you have it. Now you have a much better curl, and now you also know what to do if that happens to you. Now I need to move on to this side. The most important thing is to now turn this to the other side, away from my face. Cute. Half of my hair and the rest of the half is still here. At this point, what I do is, whatever part of it is done, I put a claw clip very loosely so that, you know, they're all together and they don't get mixed up with this hair when I start opening them. So this is where the hair is at right now. I'm going to now spray some hairspray very gently. That's the hair right now. I'm not going to touch it for like 15 minutes. I'm going to let the curls do its thing and then I'll come back. 15 minutes are done. I went and did some makeup and I'm going to now brush out my hair. So you're going to need a wide tooth comb like this. I'm going to gently brush out this hair. That's it. At this point, I'm going to go in with an oil to bring some shine. Need the oil to be mainly concentrated at the ends of your hair, okay? This is how I apply it.